Greetings, programs! Well, a couple of you asked for some more Napoleonic Wars actions, so here it is. I'm actually on a different server this time. This is a bot server, and it's basically a human team versus... not an entirely bot team. There's a couple of human commanders on the other side that are able to command sort of squadrons, or whatever you want to call them, platoons of bots directly. But for the most part, most of the bots are just kind of automated, so yeah, just try and ignore the occasional screen spam from the server. But I'm just gonna derp around, shoot some stuff. It's a defend the flag mode as well. As you can see, it's 20 minutes on the timer. So yeah, it looks like I've joined at an interesting time. This particular map I've played before. You've got these two positions, higher ground positions with artillery, and then there's a kind of a middle ground position, and you've got to be out in the open. You can't just be behind the walls of the fort because, as you can see, the flag's out front, and if they get the flag, they win. And there's all this tree cover on this side, so being flanked from there, always a possibility. So yeah, it's kind of interesting, this map. I've actually, I was thinking I was going to show you artillery to begin with, but there's actually a lot of people playing as artillerists at the moment, but we might do during this particular bit of this session. So I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can shoot. Just cancel that shot. So we're trying to protect the artillerymen at the moment. You can see there's a lot of people out there. And artillery is a good way to rack up a high kill count, because of course with the musket and the bayonet you just fire, you know, one shot at a time or whatever. Oh hello, that's a line of people in the trees. But the canister and shot that you get when you're commanding, operating one of the artillery pieces, you can kill up to like half a dozen people at once. So, well, that's the most I've ever seen getting killed at once, anyway. And canister's probably best for troop concentrations, but if you get a shell, cannonball that lands and fragments, the shrapnel can still kill several people. So yeah, that's a lot of bots charging our positions. This might be over quite quickly. There's actually there's about 100 odd people on here at the moment, most of them on the human side, and there are on this particular server, and it's probably the case on most of bot servers, but there are always way more AI bots. So it's basically a kind of defend the flag challenge mode kind of thing, because if you were defending against equal numbers or lower numbers of bots, well, it would just be an automatic win every time, and that would be a bit boring. But yeah, wow. Yeah, anytime an admin says anything in chat, it goes zoom and puts it like massively on screen. Right, time to fix bayonet. So we can't Stabberino. It's a bit unpredictable. You can end up dancing around with people. My nose is itchy like mad, I don't know why. If you can stab them in the back, that's obviously, you know, it's not technically shanking, but close enough. But yeah, bayonets, usually, bayonets are like musket balls. You get somebody with a bayonet, usually that's more than enough to do it. So, can we get this guy? But yeah, the bayonet dance is quite funny. People dancing around each other with bayonets, not quite being able to hit each other. Oh, I wish my nose would stop itching. That's driving me nuts. It's just chosen now to start itching like mad. Anyway, we've turned back that advance, it looks like. We'll just fly around for 30 seconds. I really do like this feature of this game, that you die and you can just sort of fly around and take a look at the action as it unfolds. So you're not being totally bored while you're waiting to respawn. But yeah, this particular artillery position on this map is always harder to defend, just because they can come out of the woods at you. As well as, of course, over the open field there. I'll actually just, I think there's artillerymen over there, certainly in the middle positions there. So anyway, how was everybody's holidays? I actually, probably the most, our sappers have set up quite a good defensive position here actually. I don't want to say best, but certainly the most expensive present I got was actually, it's good for me, it doesn't sound super exciting, but a newer version of the video editing software I was already using, which hopefully will be slightly less derpy and a bit less buggy. But I've spent today, I was trying to do a World of Tanks video, and I spent ages getting setting up all the intro and all that kind of thing, and I've actually recorded stuff and put stuff in, and then I had to go and look up how to do various things because some of it's changed and some of the menus are in different places and there's some new bits as well. And by the time I've done all that and sat down to actually record the commentary for the video I was hoping to do, I don't know, my brain was just like, no, not doing that now. So yeah, it's almost easier to sit down and just record stuff live because I can just let my mouth run away and talk about what's happening. Whereas with the videos that I do for World of Tanks, all the pre-recorded replays, footage, whatever, it's a bit difficult because I tend to have more something particular in mind that I want to specifically say, and then if I can't get it out in a coherent fashion after like 2 or 3 goes, I usually just give up. And I thought, I want to get a video out, and I've got the new editing thing. Oh, hello, that's an enemy cavalry guy. Set up. So that was a bit cheeky of him. Well, he's come off his horse, but he's not down yet. There we go. But yeah. Rather than have another day without a video. I mean, I've got the Q&D video out, and I was quite relatively... Oh, that's the wrong button. Pleased with that, but those don't tend to get as many views. And this probably won't get that many views either, because obviously most people come from my World of Tanks content, so that's what gets the most views. But I enjoy doing other games as well. I'm just firing randomly into the crowds now. There's a lot of Game of Thrones fans play these games because, like, everyone. Well, I'll say everyone, but we've got Robert Baratheon. Well, I said that in a very awkward way. Is it Baratheon? Baratheon? I can never quite. Probably Baratheon. There was an Oberyn Martell I spotted. I'm sure I saw an Arstan Whitebeard somewhere. On a different server, but yeah. Right, it feels a bit mean stabbing the horse, but this is a human player on the enemy team. There we go. Oh. There we go. Right, he's down. Well, that's a bit mean. Was he stabbing his own horse? Right, let's kneel again. There's a few controls to this, and I sometimes remember them and sometimes don't, but we're being hard pressed here. We might not last another 10 minutes. It is literally, you have to survive this long and not have them take the flag. So, anything in this is a bit difficult. Yeah, I talked about it in the other video. It's like, it's a bit, it's more of an art than a science. You just have to try and get them within the middle of the reticle area. It's a pity. I mean, obviously, some people corrected me on my periods of history because I was talking last time round about what's his face, Barry Lyndon of the film of the same name, and then of course this is set in the Napoleonic Wars. It was actually several decades later, but the technology hadn't changed all that much in the meantime. But it's awfully unpredictable where your shells shot is going to actually land. So we're being quite sorely pressed here. Just have to get stuck in. Oh, I've been hit. So you can be standing out in the open and nothing happens for ages, and then somebody snipes you. It's yeah, you can see why they use the line infantry tactics and that massed volley fire, because it's just so unpredictable otherwise. Let's have a quick look around. So this flank seems to be relatively... we can actually change to an artilleryman. Although it looks a bit dicey at the moment because you're standing out in the open, and there's at least one enemy guy who's just charging around on cavalry, but we'll give it a go. There's also people manning the mortars on the walls, so that's useful, but I can never get mortars to work quite as reliably. But I might not even be able to get over to those cannons alive, but we'll see. Make sure I have my sword out, just in case anyone comes yollowing up to me. I could also pick up a musket, but I'd have to drop an item. I think you only get, is it 4 item slots? Oh, it's a bunch of... I think it's just one guy that's trying the same thing over and over again, and that's why there's... hello! You're aiming at me. That's why there's a bunch of horses just milling around on the field there. So artillery in this game, it's a little bit more complicated than artillery will attack. It's not that much more, but it takes longer, and you're a lot more vulnerable while you're actually like doing all the loading and everything. So as you can see, I basically have to press the action key a bunch of times, put stuff in the correct order, and did I get any kills out of that? No. And then when it's all done, when you've had the fun bit of actually shooting the gun, you've got to do it all over again. Oh, there he is. So keeping the artillery safe is definitely key to winning against all the bots in this particular game mode. But on this particular map, it's rather difficult. They're really pressing in. Well, we'll give it one more go as the artillery. That guy's just running amok though. And we've got somebody trying to desert to the other side. Not quite sure what he's doing. I'm not sure a puny little pistol will do much against a horse, but you never know. I'll get my saber out. Is he still running around up there, or did they finally kill him? I think they finally killed him. Oh, somebody just killed the explosive, kind of the yellow explodey symbol. That means somebody just whacked a bunch of people with a mortar. The mortars are probably slightly safer at the moment, but I suspect those are all manned. Oh, we're just about holding them back though. So I've got one guy here, which is kind of like good in that one person protecting me is fine. But there's that one cavalry guy again. Am I going to get a chance to... No. Go away. You're not wanted here. Take your horse elsewhere. Oh, oh, just so rude, so rude. At least it's not as bad as when I was trying to play my pipes and... Oh, did I get him? I got him! I got him! Die! Naughty horse! Anyway, right, so I'm nearly dead now, but I'm not quite dead, and that's not the same thing, so that's good, right? That is a lot of enemy troops. I'll just aim a bit further up. Now, as far as I know, it is the kind of the flat bit, the top flat of the crosshair. And there we go, I've got 3 people with that. 3 enemy bots. This is a game where you kill bots with artillery. Or a game mode where you kill bots with artillery. And that, you know, is a sentence that could be applicable to World of Tanks as well, sometimes. Oh, this is a bit dicey. Mind you, if I get hit even once, I'd be likely to die anyway. It's extremely unusual that you are able to survive taking a musket ball. Now that guy down there is an actual player. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna die anyway, let's fire the damn gun. Boom. I'll hit him with my lighting stick thing. Probably won't do any good. There's another guy around. This guy is extremely persistent. It's just like, I've got my horse, I'm on my horse, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to ride around, and I'm going to troll this one artillery position over and over again. Yeah, let's go with something else. So yeah, well, I have to admire his persistence, I suppose. Yeah, I'll go back to a musket man now, I think. But it's getting a bit intense. Most games it doesn't get quite this intense. These middle positions are usually fairly important, but yeah, they're really doing everything they can to... Yeah, this is why I've not really played as a sapper at any point, but having a couple of people go as sappers and put their defences in the right positions can be incredibly important. Seriously? How? What? I think that was just a completely random stray shot. I'm going to run out of lives at this point, at this rate. Although we're down to the last 4 minutes, so we might actually make this. But yeah, that was totally unlucky. I was just like, not even up to the entrance and somebody firing from way over there managed to nail me. Completely by accident. There's no way that was intentional. This one guy on the horse, he's just, you know, he's a guy on a horse. He likes that spot. I suppose at least he's being effective at suppressing artillery on that side, but on the other hand, I'd get bored of just doing that. It's like, slightly predictable. So we'll try firing into the massed ranks from up here, rather than crowding down into the middle, although we might need to jump down to the middle and start bayoneting things if they overrun that middle position. Which it looks like they're trying to. It's not so good. I've actually killed anything yet. I think I've killed a few. Oh, I've got 9 kills to 6 deaths. Not a terrible ratio. Right, we'll try once that crowd. Kill. I'll actually just reload before I get down there. But it looks like it's an all hands on deck situation. So, fix bayonets. I might get a shot off and kill one of the bots, but at that point it's just the bayonet dance once again. Let's hope I don't fall too far. If you fall too far in this game, it's just like instant death. Right, so fix bayonets. Stabby, stabby. Well, it's looking a bit messy now. The amount of, like, I think these despawn after a while, but the amount of clutter you can get with the dropped weapons is gets slightly ridiculous. Right, I'm actually going to have time to reload. Oh, somebody's brought their pipe. Well, that just makes everything better. I haven't actually played as a musician yet. I don't think I'm going to get time to in this round. I think, I think we'll, I'll just do this one round. Because the longer the video, the longer the render time, the longer the upload time. So. Although it's fun to play lots and lots and lots. Just on a practical basis. Uh-oh, this is not good. They're swarming the flag. On a practical basis, I think I'd better cut it, end it after this this battle's finished. Is it starting to inch down yet? It's all important that we keep the flag flying for glorious Austria. At least I think we're playing as Austria. Yeah, it is Austria, isn't it? Or is it Prussia? I'm confused now. Nation selection is Prussia. Okay, never mind. Right. Let's get back in the fray. We're hanging on by our fingernails. Good lord, that's a lot of enemies. Right. Anyone at a cannon right now is just being able to point into the middle of that crowd and kill a whole bunch of things. I think the flag's starting to go down slightly. Right. Things the way that one. All the smoke and everything, it gets rather confusing, but hey. Nothing is not authentic. Oh, also, yeah, I did take a hit there. And you see how much health I've got left. It's very, very, very unusual to survive being shot by a musket in this game. Probably in real life as well, somebody shoots you with a musket ball. It's going to do a fair bit of damage. Look at this though, this is epic. This is why this game's fun. Yay! We defended! It's actually, as you can see up the top counter there, that's one successful defense and one unsuccessful defense, so it's all to play for in this final round. But I'm gonna finish the video up there. I might keep playing though, but I'll definitely finish the video. If you enjoyed this, I might do some more. I've actually apparently got the Viking Conquest, the latest expansion that's come out for Warband, so I might take a poke at that. I've done a little bit of the multiplayer already, but it's not that different from the regular Warband multiplayer. But in terms of just dipping into play for fun, I think Napoleonic Wars is usually going to be my go-to thing. So you might see some footage from those other expansions, but it's more likely to be more Napoleonic Wars in future. Anyway, you can leave any comments or whatever below. You can subscribe to my channel. You can hit the like button, and as always, stay tuned for more.